What on earth is going on with the micromanagement in Houston Independent School District? I saw this post making the rounds. Maybe you've seen this from an AP teacher in HISD. Just so many requirements, so many new rules, and most notably to me, a new spot observation form. You can go back and pause the video if you want to read all of that. But teachers are being supervised and micromanaged in ways that I think are really unprecedented. And I wanted to zoom in on this spot observation form. Look at this. This is a 10-point scale. I'm assuming that this is to be used for a quick observation, not even a full period. But if I zoom in even more, take a look at some of these expectations that teachers are scored on. Right toward the middle here, students are required to read, write, discuss, and think the entire lesson. And down here, MRS is used every 4 minutes throughout the entire lesson. MRS is multiple response strategies, and another acronym you'll see on this form is DOL, demonstration of learning. And that, of course, needs to be aligned to the curriculum map and scored and completed independently by students. What is going on here? So the DOL, as best I can tell, started out as an objective for the lesson, right? You should have a learning target, success criteria, pretty normal things, having an objective for the lesson. But what I've seen so far seems to indicate that the DOL is basically a worksheet packet, that every period, every subject, students have to do a worksheet that is called their DOL. They have to answer these questions. You can find some examples on Twitter where students are being asked to fill out these packets every single period. And teachers are saying it's taking a huge amount of paper and a huge amount of time just to copy these. And then we have to score them all. And then we have to basically teach with these things. And there's even a timer. A digital timer has to be used and keep the lesson on pace with that digital timer. Like, the level of micromanagement here is just astounding to me. And I want to give you a heads up about what we can expect to happen when a district micromanages like this, right? People put up with micromanagement until they don't. Right? The people who are sticking around are going to put up with this until they don't. And a lot of people have already left HISD. Make no mistake about that. I mean, it's very clear that resignations are a big issue and are going to continue to be a big issue. What do we really think will happen if we continue to micromanage people this way? If we score them based on a brief visit by somebody who may not even work in their school, if people just come in and observe you teaching and score you based on a couple of minutes in your classroom, would you work under those conditions? I think most of us would say no. I mean, maybe I'll put up with a little bit of this and we'll just kind of see if the temperature cools off a little bit. But if this is the plan for improving Houston Independent School District, this is the stupidest plan I have ever seen. Because if you want to improve a district, if you want to improve a school, if you want to improve a classroom, you do it by investing in people and by believing in people and trusting people to be professionals. And micromanagement is the opposite of that. This nonsense of scoring people and making all these rules and telling them what to